Hey there, my name's Alex McPherson, and welcome to my senior memoir. It's time to sit back and remember the memories, because one day, when I'm old, these will be the good old days. So let's just get into it, shall we? What I learned in English 4 was that if you give someone too much power, they will abuse it and they will go mad. Take Macbeth for example. He was just a simple nobleman serving as King Duncan. But the first time Duncan became vulnerable, Macbeth took that opportunity and killed him just so he could get in Duncan's place. Now, it's natural for humans to desire things, such as power, so I learned that the most crucial thing was to just not give someone so much power in the first place. The second thing I learned in English 4 was from the juvenile justice section. Just because some teenagers commit crimes doesn't necessarily make it their fault or make them evil. We need to look beyond the crimes and see why they did them. Sometimes it's an outside factor like their parents or maybe their friends, but this is the best way to ensure that no one is unjustly accused and that those who really are responsible can be brought to justice. My most influential class was Physics 2E Honors. Now, it was a class that went beyond learning from books and just reading, and it advocated growth through hands-on experience. We got to learn about circuitry, magnetism, wavelengths, and how electricity interacts with it. Now, this was an interesting subject simply because everything in our entire society runs on electricity. Normally, you'd just flip a switch and the device would turn on and then you'd be on your way, but because of Physics 2E Honors, I was able to know how and why it turned on. And simply because Mr. Ziegler is one of the coolest teachers ever. If there was one book I could truly say I was excited about, it would be Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies was full of suspense, action, and it was a book about a group of crash-landed boys struggling for survival. Now, the main driving point for me was it showed how people devolve when there's no such thing as civilization or parents to tell kids what's right or wrong. Now you can tell that their transformation is complete when the devil himself appears, the embodiment of evil. And the ending for me was the best part because it was like a dose of reality. You think about these kids, they just went through hell fighting for their lives, but now they have to reintegrate themselves into society, and you wonder how such a thing is even possible. And I think all of that ties itself together into one amazing book. After high school, I plan on being an entrepreneur. My dad said that he would help me create a business, and then he'd also help me run it. Now, the task of finding what to make depends on the market. I mean, seriously, the market could want anything. It could be a gummy bear filled with caramel that's covered in honey. If that's what the market wants, then I'll give it to him. But finding that one in a million idea is really the key to being an entrepreneur. It could be a service or a good, but how you execute it is really the crucial part. And then after I'd learned the specifics of how to actually run a business, then I would go and get my bachelor's or my master's depending. And then the rest of my life will begin. Finding that one in a million idea, and hopefully maybe I can think of it, or maybe I'll just stumble across it. But I'll find it. Someday, I'll find it. I'll find it. My greatest achievement would have been acting in one of our final movies in our film class, The Islanders. Now, it's about A group of spacefaring scientists crash landing on an alien planet and their struggle for survival. It was really tough considering that we had no time to do it, and I had never played an evil person before. But in the end, it was a bonding experience that really tested us how we would do under pressure. And I think we did an amazing job, and we got an amazing movie. Well, everybody, it's been an interesting 4 years, and I hope you enjoyed my memoir. Goodbye.